afternoon, everybody. I welcome you back at the Mindful Magazine channel. Today I'm going to talk about empaths. And the reason for this is that many of us are an empath. And some of us are one too, and they don't really realize it. Anyways, I felt like making this video because I want to inform you what it is to be an empath, what an empath is, and how we are feeling. Because it's sometimes very difficult to understand for the outside world how empaths are feeling. So let's start with what is an empath. An empath is actually someone who takes on, who feels a lot more signals than the general person. So imagine if you sit in a group of people and you feel how each and every person is feeling in that room. If we don't protect ourselves as an empath, we can sense moods, we can sense feelings, anything. So if there's a very tense mood, for us that comes in 1,000,000 times worse. We feel it worse. So it's very important to understand. Very important to understand how it feels. And also how you can prevent yourself from feeling these feelings if you're an empath. Because sometimes we don't even realize we are one. We don't all have a natural, thicker shield. And some of us are born a bit more open. A bit more open to source. A bit more, just in general, more open. And we can perceive things more deeply. So usually empaths can enjoy art more. Can feel music from the core of their hearts. They can look at nature and really enjoy it. Because the feelings are so much stronger. So much stronger, you get carried away. And empaths often can get carried away. It's true. They can get carried away in their feelings, and then sometimes they forget to answer you. And then, when they don't, they can feel super guilty. Because that's what empaths do. They feel every tiny feeling, so they feel guilty for a lot of things. They feel guilty, they feel feelings much, much, much stronger. So, if you are an empath, or if you're very sensitive, or if you don't know, if you go to work or you go to whatever you do in a day and you're surrounded by a lot of people, and at the end of the day you feel drained or you feel tired, it could mean you're an empath. It's because you're surrounded by people, you catch all the feelings, the energies. And usually being an empath is also, you're more open for other people to drain you. Because you're more, And therefore it's very important that you teach yourself to shield everything. To shield. Meditation works perfectly. It means you ground yourself more. You ground yourself more and you protect yourself. Make a light cocoon around you. Pretend there's a little light coming out of you. Shield, make a cocoon, the shield, every single morning, every single evening, before you go to groups. Because it's very important to understand when you're receiving all these feelings. And you understand when, for example, you're in a situation and you're telling your friends, oh, I think that person over there is not feeling well, is unhappy, is having some sort of disease, is having something, you catch up on things. You catch up on things. Not everyone feels the same about that. So you need to understand that if others do not catch up on these things, that we don't get angry at them. Because you cannot blame someone for not feeling the same as you do. So sometimes it's also good to gather or to find someone where you can discuss these kind of feelings. Because when you're all the time frustrated, you feel it. And why is no one understanding what I mean? It can be so frustrating. So it's very important that you find a person, or you find a way, like you can write your feelings down, and you find a way to get rid of these feelings. Because we can build it up, build it up, build it up, build it up, build it up. Empaths build up feelings until they explode. And they can get a super angry mood for no reason. Well, for us it's a reason. For you empaths, it's a reason. We build it up, build it up, build it up. Because all the time we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Often you think, oh, if I say that, do I hurt someone's feelings? If I say this, do I hurt someone's feelings? And if we keep thinking about who we're going to hurt, we forget ourselves. So a lot of empaths forget themselves completely in the process. And we need to understand that in order to help people, we need to start with ourselves. We need to be strong in the core from ourselves. Find that love from within. And then you can help. Then you can help. And so important is to detach from someone else's feelings. Because if we attach, or if we go, because as an empath we can take it over. We can take over feelings of someone else. And if we do so, we cannot help the people from the core of love. Because you're feeling what that person's feeling, it's not going to help. Because if that person cannot help himself and you feel the same, you cannot help that person. So you need to detach from someone else's feelings. Because have you ever been at work, or at work, I can say anywhere, on a birthday party, or you're with family, or you're with your kids, or whatever, and you suddenly have a headache, and you've never had a headache? It's because an empath is more likely to take over feelings of someone else. So you can take over headaches, you can take over stomach pains, and you will see when you leave the group, or the other person, the pain will go. The pain will go. You won't have the pain anymore. So it's so important that we try to detach unnecessary cords, so energetic cords to people. Don't need them. We don't need them. Take care of this environment. Make your aura stronger. Stronger. And let's detach from what other people are thinking. And instead, from the love space, from yourself. Through that, understand people. So use the strength in a different way. Open it up when you need to understand someone, and then close it. And then give advice from love, from self-love, and from energy. Open up the channel so you can freely give, so you don't give from you. Because empaths tend to overgive their own energy. And then you count yourself out. You're important too. You have to remember that you are worthy of being here too. So no more excuses that you don't count. Everyone counts. No one counts more, no one counts less. Everyone's the same. No matter age, no matter race, no matter what. Yes, it's true that sometimes there are people who need a little help, but understand that you can only provide help from a stable self. Take care of yourself. It is better to meditate in the morning than meet the person later, so you're strong enough to help that person. Then wake up, stress out, run, and then help someone. It gets worse because everyone's a reflection of how you feel. So if you feel great and you're strong in your feeling, people are going to be dragged into that wonderful feeling that you reflect to that person. So empaths, dear empaths, I hope you understand this. If you're not sure and you're watching this video, you will know. Most empaths as well, they are very close to animals. Because animals possess a lot of love and they don't judge. So you will see, you will feel that you're very connected to animals because they only give you love. Humans have free will, which means they don't always respond to you the way they want you to respond. Animals will always come to you from a space of love. And because we feel so much, we can understand them as well. We can place ourselves into the animal. So we don't like the suffering. You, me, us, sensitive beings, we don't like suffering. So big chance, a lot of empaths are vegetarians or vegans. Not always, but it's a big chance because we feel for people, we feel for animals, we feel for others. And there's a lot of narcissistic people, egocentric people who catch on this. And it doesn't mean that narcissists or egocentric people are bad people at all. They have their own lessons to learn, but they can sense empaths. They know they are easy to grab along. So a lot of empaths will fall for these type of people. Because empaths always feel guilty. Well, narcissists think me. They don't feel like they have to give. They feel like they have to receive. So in order for both of us to learn, because usually you find someone who balances your balance, and if you're overgiving of not giving enough, you attract each other. So that's why a lot of empaths attract a partner who is like that. So we need to make sure that the balance is in the middle, so we attract the right person. Understand. So yeah, don't overgive. Think, and you deserve things just like everyone else. Just like everyone else. So do not over worry, and especially for empaths, it's so important to meditate. Because it's very likely that the brains are going to be like, whoa, because you get so many signals, and the more people you're with, it's like, oh, that person is that person is that, that's happening. So please, we have to find our focus. Focus. I'm talking in we because I am one, I've experienced it all, and I'm stronger now on my feet. And that's why I'm here to talk to you how you can change it as well. I'm talking from experience, and I know how hard it is, and I understand, deeply understand how difficult it is to behave or to, we often want people to understand us. We're almost desperate for people to understand us, but it's not possible. Just find like-minded people if you want to, or write it down. Get rid of it in some way. Meditate. Find the calm in your stomach. Because a lot of us are like here, empaths, like short breath. No, go down to your stomach. Calm down. Calm down. Breathe from the stomach. You empath, please be aware. Once again, when you feel drained, end of the day, you're always tired in the evening. It's not normal. You should receive energy. There's no end to energy. No end. So don't always overgive. Protect yourself. Keep it to yourself. Number 2, you're good with animals. Very good with animals. You understand people like no one else. You understand how they feel. You take over pains. You take over pains. Remember all these things. But you're not supposed to suffer for others. So close yourself down. Create a space of love for yourself. Because you're important. You are important. Like no one else. Like everyone else. So, draw the line. Everyone's the same. Don't try to judge. Because we feel so much. It is so easy to judge. But think that everyone is on its own path, at its own time, with its own lessons, and you need to let people make their mistakes. So even though we feel that they're going the wrong way, don't. We feel so much. We feel music. We feel everything intense. So much more intense. But let go. Find a natural way to relieve this. So we don't overfeel. We don't get this anger. Because a lot of empaths can be so sensitive, but so angry. Don't be angry at the world. Start with yourself. It's the only way you can help this planet. It's the only way. You cannot come from a place where you think of everything around you and not about yourself. So think of it. Start with you today. I hope you're getting that message now. And I think that's enough for today. And I hope you're going to think about this. Let it sink in. Let my words sink in. Start today with working on it. Start with yourself. From yourself, you can draw lines to everyone, help everyone who helps that person, and you create a domino effect. Understand this, but work first on yourself. Protect yourself and use your feelings as a strength when needed. You don't deserve other people's headaches. You don't deserve other people's pain. You don't deserve running for everyone. You deserve to love yourself. Come from a place of love. Start there. So I wish you good luck. Working on yourself, loving yourself, pampering yourself first now, you dear empath. And then, because you hopelessly feel like helping everyone, you can help other people. But start with yourself. Because you're beautiful. You're beautiful as you are. And I wish you only the best. So thank you very much. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any other subject you would like me to talk about, then please leave a comment below and I hope I can answer or make a new video on that subject. Thank you very much and I wish you a wonderful, beautiful day. Goodbye, dear empaths.